Hey, you don't know me, and maybe that's for the best. In many ways, I'm like you, trying to live life, be loved, and be free. One difference we have, or maybe we share it. Because of who I love, I can be killed. And this is my story of finding myself and growing up as a gay man in a Muslim country. Inshallah, I will be alive long enough to tell you it. I'll be 21 this year. But let's start from the beginning. I enjoyed a normal childhood. I have a mom and dad and brother. We are a Muslim family. I was happy I had a strong family ties and spent most of my youth hearing the negative culture and religious views on homosexuality. The problem for me, however, I felt this kind of attraction when I started to notice that certain types of men kept my eyes. But why I was feeling this? Who could I even talk to about my thoughts and feelings without fear of punishment? I looked to my religion for the answer, but I could not find them. I looked outside to my friends and neighbors, but in this area, all they talked about was having a wife, having 4 wives even. I could not relate to them and I could not find the answer to the question that were developing inside me. I closed off my inside so I could survive outside. I felt alone, isolated, and confused. I had decided early on to simply settle, deny the feelings, and maintain the happiness with my family. Minion's participation in any arranged marriage, this simply did not work for me because I needed answer. As they say, you can find anything on the internet. Maybe I could find me there too. I soon realized I was not alone and that close to 20% of the world shared feelings similar to mine. I finally felt something weird. Excitement. There are other people like me with their own stories and experience growing up. Coming out, living life, enjoying love, and being free to be who they are. For the first time in my life, I was seeing positive information internationally about being gay. I finally had a word to describe my feelings. I dug in deep and questioned it. Everything what does religion say about it? Specifically, why is it bad? I give up searching for the reason why it was bad. It was simply rules with no explanation. I used the internet to try and contact with others. I was hope of possibly meeting someone, hopes of finding community. I was let down again by the culture. Well, I managed to find other gay people locally. I realized that even though they felt attraction to the same sex, they had zero interest to making anything public about their real feelings and simply wanted a quickie. They want a quickie with no feelings or emotions, just like the animals on the TV. That sucked because the only thing being offered in terms of a gay support system or community was simply someone sending a pic asking my role, if I was the top or bottom, and where to meet. Do you have place? That was a lot question. Do you have a place? For several years, I experienced a roller coaster of my feelings. I would get excited that my feelings were not bad, it's valid, natural. Then I would read to or hear it was bad. I worried about my religion, that I will get punishment, I will go in the hell, how my family will react. I went from happy to depressed on a daily basis. I was honoring my family, my religion, I attended mosque, I prayed, I participated in Eid, fasting, but I was dying inside. Even I was deciding at the time Maybe try and have one experience and leave it behind me for life. Like just to be with one man and for one time, for experience. I was forcing myself to settle into secrets. I was more bad to me than my own religion. My desire, my thoughts, my feelings, my needs as a human were too strong to lock in a box and I put on a shelf. I fought with myself daily and made a firm decision that I wanted a partner, a husband. I opened my heart to the world and returned to the internet to discover dating apps. But what would I tell to my family? It was still in my head. My thoughts include using my hobbies and interest in animation, and maybe I could just tell others that this is my business partner, my animation partner, my anything partner as long as it wasn't my lover partner. I tried to maintain this, but this make me more depressed of not having the family including with me, present with me in my happy time, and spend my life with and not able to show my love person with my family. That give me lots of depression. It was you can say it was my dream, a childhood dream, to live a life with my love person, with my family too. They will see me, they will have dinner with me. That is still bothering me. That I might hide myself. That's not who I am. In this all depression, make my health suffer it. I stop eating, I stop caring, I stop doing anything. My family got worried about me and my depressive behavior. After 3 days of living in my personal hell, I could not keep this secret about me. I asked my brother to go for a walk. I built up all the cards I could find, but I realized what I was about to tell him could change my entire world, good or bad. It was one of the tightest hug I ever had. I tell him that I want to tell you something. And he say, yeah, and I say, it will be something different. He say, anything very bad? I say, maybe, and I was hiding this from my whole life, and I thought that it's time to tell you, and I don't know how you're gonna accept, how you're gonna react, how you will react, how everything will be, but it's better just tell you that I like man. And as I say, it was one of the tightest hug I ever had from him. And he said, why you keep that this long? And we did not able to support you or help you or do anything, and you had this much depression in yourself, this big thing you're dealing with whole life. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to understand. And I was accepted by him. I then decided with my brother's help to tell Dad. Dad reaction wasn't the best, but between me, my brother, and my dad, I found acceptance again. I was too nervous to say anything to Mom, but talking with Dad that day, I realized Mom already had the idea that I may not take a wife that in reality I had no interest in women. I feel free for the first time in my life. I have a family that accepts me being gay even though they also grew up in a Muslim culture. My family did mention to not tell others since they could not protect me from the public. I was okay with that. I mean, here people are wild. If public know, they will kill me, and law will never able to protect me. Even law will punish me too, and that's why my parents say, keep it hide. We want you safe, and I also know it's better. That's how it is here. I want to tell a lot about myself. I could tell a lot, but and I'm new. It's a small video and it's tough for me to arrange everything in a small video and talk so professional. But I will be so happy to share more story, more experience about myself. So for today, thank you so much for watching and support.